Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Joe Pace. Today's class is a pretty full body warm-up that we're going to do in a really short period of time, mostly from the standing position. And we're going to use half salutations, or what are known as half salutations, and we're going to mix it up a little bit to warm up mostly the back, but also the hamstrings, low back in particular for the back, arms, shoulders, upper body. Everything's going to get warmed up, but mostly creating space if you kind of feel like just kind of tight and don't know what necessarily feels off, but you just kind of want to move a little bit and feel good. So just make your way to any part of your mat, and this is honestly where you're going to stay the whole time, so make sure you're comfortable whatever you're facing. And I'll move to the center of the mat, and to start this class, we're just going to keep the knees bent, and feet will be about hips width. And then you'll let the upper body hang between your legs or rest your upper body on your upper thighs. And if you can't reach, just bend your knees a little bit deeper. Okay, so bend your knees so deep that your upper body rests on your thighs. You can let your hands hang. Maybe they'll touch the mat, maybe they touch the feet. Maybe grab opposite elbows and just let the head hang, let the neck release, let the spine release. Notice where you're holding on to tension. So sometimes subconsciously we hold ourselves up and really engaging muscles that we don't need to be engaging, especially when we want to be letting the body hang loose. So just let the spine release. You can bring your feet a little bit wider if you want your upper body to fall between the legs. You'll notice with bent knees it's a lot easier to fold deeper. And then bring the weight into the balls of the feet. We also want the heels on the mat, but bring the majority of the weight into the balls of the feet and just feel your spine releasing, feel your neck releasing. Something I like to do here, and never putting any extra pressure on it, but just placing my hands on the outsides of my head and just letting the weight of my hands gently pull on my neck. So I'm not actually pulling down. I'm more pressing very gently. I'm pressing the palms into the sides of my head and then just letting my arms hang heavy. If you can reach the ground, plant the hands there. Your feet are, again, hips width distance. And then straighten the knees to any degree. So just feel a little bit of hamstring opening here as you start to attempt to straighten the knees. You don't actually have to do that because we're keeping the hands on the mat and the torso resting against the legs. So we're already in a pretty deep forward folding position. So you're probably not going to be able to straighten your knees completely, but just any degree will bring a lot of warmth there. That's what we need for where we're going. So just from here, working on the action in the spine, we're going to roll up from the lowermost vertebrae to the uppermost vertebrae. And so you can look up and watch me, but it should look something like this. You lift up through the low back first, let the arms hang. Slowly as you stand, the upward standing comes all the way into the upper vertebrae as you roll the spine up. And then we're going to come the other way. So me in standing, if you just watch that, we're going to roll shoulders forward. As the shoulders pull down towards the mat, the lower vertebrae start to get a little bit more of the action. Bend the knees, hands to the floor. So you're again resting the upper body against the legs. A couple more just like that. Rise up, lower vertebrae, let the shoulders hang. Rolling up all the way up to your uppermost vertebrae. Maybe the arms come overhead. Inhale. Exhale, arms by the sides. Let the shoulders hang. Let the upper body come down first. And let the lower part of your back come down last. Rolling all the way down to bend knees. A few more just like that. We're going to add on eventually. Pressing through the heels, lift up through the low vertebrae. Rolling up the spine all the way to standing, arms will rise. Exhale, back where you came from. Hands can come forward first, and then let them lead you forward as the upper back rolls down first, lower back rolls down last. So we're just taking our time, feeling what our spine's like, and we're coming back, inhaling up. Lower vertebrae, like you're pressing the low back up, then the mid back, then the upper back to come to standing. Arms will rise. Maybe take it into a really easy, gentle back bend as your tailbone draws down. And then come back forward. Rolling the arms forward first, then the shoulders, which will take the upper back with you, which will slowly take the low back with you as you start to fold even more forward. Your knees bend. Take it all the way into this forward fold. Last one here. Roll up from the lowermost vertebrae all the way to standing, pressing through the heels. Arms will rise. Inhale. And then exhale, coming back down where we came from. Leading with the chest first, shoulders first. They'll take us where we're going. Rolling the upper back down into the lower back. So taking your time, fold it forward. And then from here, we'll plant the hands down onto the mat, or take the hands to the shins or the upper thighs, and then inhale the chest forward without straightening the knees. So now you'll feel a little bit of a difference in the pose. Your chest is drawing forward, your shoulders are spreading apart, your collarbones are wide, your elbows draw back behind you, and you'll feel your back turn on, your back muscles. Bending the knees so much so that you can stay erect in the upper body. Maybe, as opposed to your upper body being parallel to the floor, maybe it comes up past parallel. So it's almost this half chair, half forward fold pose. Feel the sternum lifting, feel the collarbone spreading, press down through the heels, lift through the chest. And then from here, we're going to take it forward into a forward fold, straightening the knees as much as feels productive today. I was going to say as much as possible, which is really not where we're going today. Inhale back to this lifted chest, protecting your low back by bending the knees. Before straightening the knees, forward fold in the upper body, straighten the knees as much as feels comfortable. Inhale, back up, shoulders back, lifting through the chest. Forward fold, feet planted down firmly, straightening the knees maybe a little bit more. Inhale up, knees bending to protect the low back. Exhale, fold. 2 more just like that. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. So it's pretty strong in the legs, but then we get to take all that heat out with the forward fold. Last one here. Inhale. And then deep exhale as you forward fold. Bring the big toes to touch underneath you. Again, bending the knees as much as you can, letting the upper body rest against the legs. From here, roll all the way up to standing. Arms will rise overhead. Grab the left wrist with your right hand, and then just, if you feel a little bit dizzy, take a moment. Inhale, arms will rise. Exhale, come over to the right. Press down through the left foot. Lift through the center of your chest. So center of your chest, trying to rise to the ceiling, but taking it into the side bend. Inhale, back to center. Switch the grip of your hands. Left hand grabs right wrist. Left palm facing the ceiling as you inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, come over to your left, pressing down through your right foot. Breathe into your right rib cage as the center of your chest energetically attempts to spin up towards the ceiling. Inhale back through center, elbows can be bent. Lift up through your pinkies as you take your chest up to the ceiling, draw your shoulder blades down, feel the back bend in the mid to upper back, tailbone draws straight down. From here, field goal post the arms, so we're taking the elbows at 90 degrees, lift the chest between your arms, then lift the arms overhead, reaching up, center of your chest drawing straight between your hands. Elbows wide, exhale. Inhale, rise. Keep the chest lifting for 2. 1, arms reach wide, out through the shoulders, get length in both arms as both hands come towards the sides of your body. Take it nice and slow. Inhale, arms rise, take it up. Grab the left wrist, inhale. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, center. Switch the grip. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus arms, lift the chest. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reach out, length through the shoulders, length through the elbows, length through your fingers as you reach long and slowly as the hands come down towards your sides. Coming back where we came from. Inhale, arms rise, reach up. Grab left wrist with right hand, taking it over to the right on an exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, switch the grip and come over to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus arms, sternum lifting. Inhale, everything lifts. This time, hands will reach forward, reaching through the fingers. All the fingers are spreading wide. You're reaching out the shoulders. Let the shoulder blades spread behind you. Hold here halfway. From here, we're going to sit down into a chair pose. So take the sit bones towards the heels. And then stand, arms will rise. Simultaneously, exhale, lower. Hands come down halfway. Sit bones drawing towards the heels. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up, feeling a lot in the shoulders here. Exhale, lower, last time. From here, inhale, stand, palms face forward. All right, so we're gonna keep a neutral pelvis here with this, where we're going. We have just a little bit left here. So you're probably feeling pretty warm. We've warmed up the spine in 2 directions. 4, if I can count, 4 directions. Forward, back, side to side. Now we just need a twist, and then we'll call it. So we're gonna take the arms wide, and you'll notice that your hips are squared with the front of your mat. Okay, you can always have the hands at the hips as well. If you do that, just make sure you're keeping both hip points square with the front of your space, okay? So we're gonna take the arms wide if you'd like, and then from here, keeping the right hip point squaring forward, we're gonna twist the upper body to the right. So notice your hips are gonna wanna come with you. Keep them squaring and turning left so that they can square with the front of your mat. Hands above your hips actually, so keep your hands at your torso, the side waist, and then the right hip squaring forward. Feel your right shoulder drawing back. Shoulder blades down the back as you twist it open to the right. Maybe gaze comes over the right shoulder. Adding the neck twist. Keep the right hip energetically drawing forward. Come back through center. We're twisting the other way. Nice and light. Opening up to the left. Keep the left hip squaring to the front of the space. Hands at the side waist, so you're not interfering with the hips. I mean, you can have the hands on the hips as well if that helps you. Breathing deep here. Maybe gazing over your left shoulder or to the left. Feel the outside of the right neck, right side of your neck stretching. Come back through center. Let's flow through this just a few times. Inhale to the right, right hip squaring. Exhale, center. Inhale to the left. Coming center, exhale. One more time. Inhale. Twist the right shoulder open. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Okay, warmed up the spine a lot. From here, we're just gonna take one twist from standing with a little bit of balance. Take the right knee to your chest. Find the balance. Okay, so we've been building a lot of intensity in the legs and in the feet just by standing. From here, we'll take both hands to the right leg, maybe left hand outside of the right leg, gently twist it open to the right. Gaze comes to your right and maybe over your right shoulder. Feel the shoulder drawing back, the right shoulder. A little bit of balance work here. Come back through center. Arms lift. Exhale, step the right foot down. We'll take the other side. Left knee towards the chest, balancing on the right leg. Both hands to the left leg. Right hand outside the left perhaps. Maybe take the left hand to your low back as you open up to the left. Keep the hips square with the front of the space. Back through center, arms rise. Exhale, left foot comes down, feet hips width as you gently forward fold, coming into a hanging standing pose here. So just noticing how the spine feels, how the body feels in general. You're probably feeling a little bit more warm and open now. And just really lightly spending some time in the body, a little bit of mindful movement. Let this feel good. Let the balls of the feet feel most of the weight as your heels gently press into the mat. Straighten the knees to any degree. Grab opposite elbow with opposite hand if you'd like. Let the upper body hang heavy. Let the neck hang. 5 deep breaths. Okay, just like at the beginning, rolling up from the lowermost vertebrae to the highest. Take it nice and slow. Collarbone spreading, palms face forward. Take a moment to just ease into this feeling, this sensation. And we'll take 1 deep breath together. Please inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Okay. That's all for today, guys. Thank you for practicing with me. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're feeling warm, a little bit more ready for whatever's to come. Thank you. Namaste.